What's up, guys? This is another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew. Today, man, I got a guest, man. This dude's an anime, man, connoisseur. This dude's about to be a doctor, man. Hey, man, Ola Shobawali. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's good? What's good, Billy?
Hey, what's good, man? So, the reason why I wanted to have you on this, man, is because I noticed like how hard you grind and um, I know people that know your story, and they told me a little bit about like your story and like how far you have come, and like I would just like you to like tell people about like who is Ola and like and where like you come from and like why you're so passionate about what you do and why you grind so hard. So. I just want to start like with are you born in the United States? Were you born in the United States?
No, I was actually born in Lagos, Nigeria. Lived over there for like only 2 years, and then I came to America with my mom and my bro.
Yeah. So how is that story like of you like being born there and then coming to America? Like how was that? Like how did that come to be?
Yeah, so basically, I'm really assimilated into American culture. Like, basically, grew up my whole life in America, but it was really just my mom. Like, my mom grew
Mm-hmm.
up in Nigeria. She had like two kids. She was just like the classic story here all the time. She wanted a better life for her kids and found her way to America.
Yeah. So did you like come straight to like Illinois or where?
No, it was actually funny. My mom had like a brother in Rhode Island, so until I was 10, I grew up in Rhode Island.
What was it like living in Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island. When I think back to it, it was like for some reason gray.
Yeah.
But it was I was at such a young age where it was just like my family was close. It was just like it was just normal, nothing
Yeah.
too out of the norm.
Yeah. So what was you didn't really like you don't have like the because like I know like there's like the because I got homies that are from Africa and stuff and they have like that accent and stuff. You don't
Yeah,
have you don't have that
nah.
accent.
Now my mom's kind of bogus. She didn't even teach me Yoruba. She didn't even teach me the
Yeah.
language. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I got homies like that too. But nah, mine's a
Yeah.
little whitewashed.
Yeah. So like how what was so like what made you want to be a doctor and like what specific study are you like getting into to be a
Yeah,
doctor?
so immigrant parents, they hear it all the time. You either become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. And I'm like, doctor always, medicine. Like out of the three of them, like healing people would be cool. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, like from a young age, I was like, I'll do that. And the medicine I want to do now. So I'm a third year medical student, about to be a fourth year in May, and I'm probably gonna go into emergency medicine.
Yeah. So like how was like that whole like COVID situation, like being like a medical student and like what is that
Yeah.
experience like?
So it was crazy. So like your second year of medical school, you basically take the biggest exam of your career essentially. It's
Yeah.
called Step One. The USMLE is like a license exam. Like everyone always tries to freak out over it because like, oh shit, this is gonna kind of place where I'm gonna be. Like if I don't score this high, like I can't be a neurosurgeon or stuff. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
that kind of test. Like in a way, kind of places you. So like we were supposed to study for it, and like everyone's supposed to take it in April. You've been thinking about this in your whole career, and then just COVID hits, of course, in March, and like it just pushed back everyone in my class's schedule. And everyone's just like, damn, like even the older classmates, they were like, damn, that's never happened before. And we know how that test sucked. Like, shit, like, so it was just like everyone, like COVID kind of like, of course, like delayed things.
Yeah. So like are you guys like doing anything with like the COVID? Like are you guys like studying all that kind of like all that
Yeah,
stuff?
they're definitely like the information like as it comes out, like it's almost up to your own prerogative, you as a like a whatever field you are in medicine to like keep up with the latest research and find what's happening. And like we definitely talk about it. We have conferences, everyone's definitely up to date about it, like how to treat it, what to do if someone comes in with it, management, even down to the nurses, like everyone in the healthcare like system right now, they're like whole way of life. So they're with it, I guess.
Yeah. So I know like Ben Jones and them like because like he's a pharmacist, like he's like doing like the whole pharmacy thing and like they're like giving people like the vaccine and shit. Like are you like were you ever like hands on or anything with like stuff like that? Um,
So for COVID, they want to like minimize the exposure to students as much as possible. So like whenever a COVID patient comes in, like the students won't even get the option to
oh,
receive it.
okay. Um so like like what is like what is like the whole like UIC? Because I know you go to UIC, correct?
I actually go to Rush University, the big
Rush
white one.
University. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's right down the street from it.
Okay. So, but did you start at UIC, correct?
Yeah, at college.
Yeah. What is that? What was that like? Like, what was that experience for you? And like, how did you like it? Like, I know I visited a couple times, but I didn't
Yeah.
go there. What is the experience at UIC like? And like,
Yeah. So I went to Plainfield for like high school. It was a place in the suburbs.
mm-hmm.
And like, of course, like mostly white people. And you go to UIC, it's like one of the most diverse schools like in the nation, in the world. And like white people are almost a minority there, like with other minorities to the point. So it was just like at first it was like a culture shock, honestly. Like, damn, everyone's not white here. Like yeah,
That's fucking
honestly.
crazy.
But like that was dope. It was definitely dope, definitely fun.
Yeah. So were you living in Chicago most of the time, like of your childhood, or like was it like Rhode
Nah,
Island, then Chicago?
no, it was actually Rhode Island and like Illinois suburb called Plainfield.
Plainfield. Okay.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes to the south. It's like almost by like Naperville, Joliet,
Yeah.
that type of area.
Okay.
And I
And
went to
then,
high school there.
so do you ever like visit any of your family members or like talk to any of your like family that are in Africa and any of that stuff? Like,
Yeah, it's honestly really interesting. So like my dad, he has like he has 7 children from 5 different women.
what?
Yeah. And like me and my blood brother Lottie, like who's younger than me, we're his youngest children.
Whoa.
And like we're like in America. He has like so like he has 2 that are here in the States, and then the rest of them in like are in Nigeria. And we try and keep up with them. And then we have like grandmas and aunts. Like we try and Zoom. Yeah, we do talk to our family over there.
Yeah, I'm like what is that like? Like what is it like because I know they have like the accent and stuff. Like do they use like slang or anything like when they talk to you?
Yeah, they talk with English. They know how to. They use American slang, try and be funny. But amongst themselves, they speak Yoruba with like it's like pidgin. It's pidgin because they speak Yoruba and English with each other. So like I pick up on things I can understand, but can't really talk it.
Okay, let's get into some anime now, man. What you watching, man? What you watching?
What am I currently watching? Everyone's watching Attack on Titan, as they should be. Jujutsu Kaisen is killing it. Let's see, what was else? Stuff that's currently out. What are the other seasons that just finished?
Dude,
One Piece, Black Clover going crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I just finished the Violet Evergarden. That one crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
it's on
yet.
Netflix. The Great Pretender was a good one.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really fucking with the Attack on Titan, man. Like, but I kind of got lost with like the new season, like, cause like when I watched the new episodes and stuff when they came out, and I was like, bro, what? I was kind of confused. I was like, what the hell's happening? I was like, where's Aaron at? I was like, where's everybody? I was
Bro,
like, I don't read
hold on. I haven't watched the one that came out this Sunday, so like, no saying anything about.
I haven't
that.
watched it yet either.
Okay.
Yeah, I just watched like the first like 3 episodes so far. So yeah, I'm just like, and then like they're talking about the guy with like the long, like at the end of the I think it was the second or third episode of this new season, because like the guy with like the long hair, they said that's supposed to be Aaron, and I'm just like, bro, like
that's where I left off. That's where I left off.
Yeah. I was like, bro, this dude stuck in the city.
I was like, wait, hold up, what? It's like this. How did he get here? This is how he doing it?
Yeah, bro. I was like,
nah, bro. I literally think that's a GO anime. Just a GO. It's up 2. It's top 2 right now.
Yeah.
And in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like, I'm just trying to say from an objective standpoint, like, not my favorite, but like, if we're gonna say like the best animes, I'm gonna present to you like number 1, like at least shonen, at least shonen anime.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Attack on Titan.
Yeah. So what is your top 5 though? So you got Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist. So
like just objectively, shit. Shonen, Hunter x Hunter is definitely in there. I don't know if I can say One Piece because I think I like the manga more than the anime. Like
I like both.
I do like both, but like, can you really just tell someone to go watch One Piece?
Man, like,
I mean, the anime is though. Maybe I'll fuck it. We'll just put One Piece in it because it's the longest doing it.
Yeah.
Damn, and I'm gonna say Naruto. I'm gonna have to put Naruto in there.
Yeah,
That
dude.
would be my top 5.
Dude, I connect with Naruto because I started watching that when I was little as hell, and then
Same,
he grew up, and then like
same,
he's like, yeah, bro, and I'm just like, damn, bro, I grew up with this nigga, bro. I'm like,
same,
it's lit. So
same.
so you were watching anime as like a youngin.
Right when it came on Toonami.
Yeah,
Toonami is literally what introduced me. They started playing anime, Naruto every weekend. I'm like, yo, this is like, they
yeah.
pulled me in when Naruto went crazy for Sasuke. Like right when he was like, you're gonna die. Like I was just like, it's a wrap. We
So
here.
was that the first one you got into? What was the first
Nah,
one?
I think it was either Pokemon if we're counting that, or Dragon Ball Z,
I
or
count Pokemon as
Yu-Gi-Oh.
anime. I count Yu-Gi-Oh too. Yu-Gi-Oh is my shit.
I mean, technically they are anime.
Yeah, yeah,
Technically they are anime. So definitely probably Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z. Back
yeah.
when they used to play it on the television.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm a big One Piece fan, bro. I play the video games. I play all that shit, man. Like I think One Piece is definitely in my top 5. So I got One Piece. I got man. I'm gonna have to throw Full Metal Alchemist on there too. I mean, you honestly, you got my top. I got Hunter x Hunter. Dude, Hunter x
Bro,
Hunter lit. I like Dragon Ball Super, but I do like Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball Super was way like
Dragon Ball Super broke the internet, bro. That shit
yeah,
broke the
yeah.
internet when that was going down. Nah.
Goku did
Ultra
the when
Instinct.
Goku did the like Kamehameha on that on Kefla's thing, bro.
I was just like,
That shit was lit.
fuck, bro.
Bro, when I seen that shit, I was like, bro, this is the best animation. And then I got Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's up there because of the story writing, and I just couldn't even fathom people like getting picked up by giant humans, and then people motherfuckers eating them.
They had to fight them. Like I hated those people too. I was just like, fuck those two. Like I feel y'all's
Yeah,
pain,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
the worst way to go down. To this, I'm like, this is my world.
Yeah, bro. And then I would have to say Tokyo Ghoul, but I did not like the newest season.
The third.
Yeah, I think it's the third.
I finished the first season, love that shit. Finished the second one, love it. And I actually like did not finish the third one. I think I got like 5-6 episodes in. I was just like, bro, what?
Bro, I checked out because they made my boy Kaneki soft as hell. I'm like, bro.
I just didn't understand.
And they wiped his memory. Like I'm like, bro, when did this I can't be doing this because like I feel like the manga is not adding up to what the anime is showing. Because in the manga they explain it.
I started reading the manga actually.
Yeah.
It's like the latest manga. That's the manga I'm reading currently.
Yeah, man. So are you more of a manga person or do you like the anime?
The anime is dope for the fights, and I do watch animes, but like the manga, like sometimes I'm just too busy to watch a full episode of anime. So like I've been like started reading manga more quickly. It's just like it's more quickly for me. I do have a definitely different top 5 manga.
Yeah. What is it?
If I had to do top 5 manga, I would do number 1 is Berserk for me.
Oh, bro, the writing is impeccable. The artwork is very great. I like Guts, and Griffith didn't do anything wrong.
What the fuck do you mean? Stop it. I'll check out right now. I'll leave if you mean. No.
Dude, that's just that's just the slogan that Rob Banks threw, and I just fuck with it. but Griffith is an op though.
He's an op, bro. He was talking about I need an equal. Talking about he's like I need an equal. Then nah, he's a hoe, bro.
Definitely
You're a hoe. You're a hoe, bro.
Dude, he really sacrificed all his friends, bro. Like that shit's crazy.
He just sacrificed all his friends, bro, and like just raped his fucking friend's best friend.
Oh yeah, dude, in front of him, bro.
Like,
Yeah. She was crazy.
What? You evil, bro.
Bro, like, and that's why, like, I like when I was a kid, like, I kind of watched like cartoons and stuff, but but anime like took over like everything. Like, you know, I did like, you know, Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door, and stuff like that. But when Naruto came on, when Dragon Ball Z was on, I was like, bro, all that stuff is
bro. Honestly, Toonami was the hypest thing. I was just like, you for real? I'm like, Powerpuff Girls is cool. That was like one of the dope ones, but like when they started this Full Metal Alchemist, I was like, bro, what they doing, bro?
Adult Swim really put like
Adult Swim
dude,
and Toonami.
My first animes that was like kind of like fighting and like gory was probably Inuyasha. And I like when Big O used to come on Adult Swim like late.
Bro, Big O was
super late at night. super late at night. I was like, bro,
Bro,
I used
that
to
guy
always
was. I was
think,
just
bro.
like, who's this like Bruce Wayne ass dude? Like he
Dude,
with it, bro.
bro.
He was just like, he's about to die for this shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like whenever I seen that shit, I was like, dude, this is the most craziest like anime I ever seen. Like people are getting in robots like Gundams and stuff and fighting, and he's like fighting these monsters and shit. And I'm just like, dude, this anime is, I'm a little kid watching this shit, and I'm just like, this is the wildest show I've ever seen in my life.
I was
like
like, I got a question though.
what?
You think Inuyasha is good? You thought it was good?
Dude, I like Inuyasha, dude. I like Inuyasha and I like Inuyasha the final arc, but the newest one that's coming out with that came out with his
With
kids
his
and stuff.
kids, yeah.
Yeah, and Sashomaru's kids. It's all right. I'm kind of liking it, but the main reason why I like Inuyasha is because like my uncle was like a big anime head, and he really put me on Inuyasha because like my family like on my dad's side we're like huge fucking like anime like heads, like we'll like geek out on shit, and like well and it's just like Inuyasha this, Inuyasha that, and I'm just like, man, I fuck with Inuyasha, but there's some better animes out there than Inuyasha. But I do, the reason why I do like it is because it was one of the first ones that I watched that had like sword play and stuff, and he had the Tetsaiga, and his
It
brother
was cool.
is like half demons and stuff. I was like, bro, he was like because like when I thought of like demons and stuff, because I come from a Christian background and stuff. When I thought of like demons, I never thought like it looked, they like this is a demon, like like Inuyasha, like a dog demon. I was like, oh, this is fucking like anime demon, like
It like switched it up for you.
yeah, like yeah, kind of like when I was a kid, I like because you know when you go to church and stuff, they're like, oh, demons this and demons like this is what demons look like, and then like you watch anime and then and the people in Japan are like, this is what demons look like, and like I'm just like, bro,
Bro.
this fuck, and then you got Naruto talking about the nine-tailed fox demon and shit, and I'm just like, bro, this is fucking up, like
Yeah, bro. These are cool demons.
yeah, it's like
Bro,
cool
it's
demons.
interesting. It's funny how Japan, like in their anime, they always make the religion the bad guys.
Yeah, man. They it's like I really like how anime and people in Japan like have like an idea of how things can look with cartoons. And I just wonder like how we like people in America haven't thought of that. Like how like you know like these like how cartoons can look and be serious. Like I just never like understood like how we haven't done that yet, but we can create things like Family Guy and shit. Like, and I'm just like, come on, man, we got to step it up, like with our cartoons and make them,
Honestly,
yeah, and make them because even though anime like is like fighting and stuff, like they have like they teach you loyalty and stuff like how Naruto was like loyal to Sasuke. He's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna turn this man good.
nah,
Like,
bro.
like I'm just like, man, dude, this dude taught me to be a loyal ass friend. Like when I was a kid, like it's like, and
Bro, for
like
sure.
yeah, they taught animes definitely have like a lot of things that they can like teach you. It just depends on which ones you watch. And like I fuck with like all kind of animes, like the slice of life, the action, the gory ones. The gory ones are actually my favorite. Have you ever seen Terraform Mars?
That was actually it's a gory one or is that one a
It's a
boxing one?
it's a gory one. So Terraform Mars, bro. These people go to bro. You gotta watch it.
Oh
It's on,
no, I have not heard it. I'll put it on
bro.
the recommendation. Terraform Mars.
Yeah, Terraform Mars. All right,
All right.
these people go up to Mars to terraform it because Earth is like losing its resources. So like NASA sent like NASA, Japan, so Japan, the United States, Russia, like all these different countries like come together and they send fucking bugs to Mars to terraform it. And like these fucking bugs transform, like these cockroaches turn into superhumans, like super niggas. Yeah. And they send humans up there to check on Mars. And then when the humans go up there, these cockroaches turn into super, like they all look like John Jones. Like they all big as hell. And like, do you know how like cockroaches can like move fast as hell? Like they can
they just made up bug credentials.
Yeah, bro. Like they run super fast, bro. Like they're running like super fast as hell, tearing niggas' heads off and shit. And so the humans go back to Earth, and then they go like, "Hey, bro, there's an army of cockroaches up there, like fucking everybody up." And so they like genetically modified the human DNA and like turn humans into half bug, half humans. It's crazy, bro.
Man,
bro, it is crazy. It's crazy, bro. It is the most craziest thing I ever seen in my life, bro. Like but it's so lit because it has like a Hunter x Hunter kind of like twist to it. Like
Okay. The
it's
Chimera and type
yeah,
twist.
bro, yeah, bro,
The
yeah,
Chimera.
yeah, bro. Like it's like that, bro. Like the half human, half bug, like type shit, bro. Like there's this one guy. He's like mixed with like an electric eel, and like he has like electricity powers, and he can do the same shit as that. Damn, who's that one dude with the chains in the Hunter x Hunter? I'm trying to think of his name.
The chain. Kurapika.
Yeah, Kurapika. Yeah. Like he has like that similar thing, and he can make like electricity come from the sky and shit. I'm like, dude, it's like one of the most craziest animes I've seen. And I got it up there. I got like even though like it's really gory, the writing is really good, and the action, like honestly, it has one of the top 5 fighting scenes I've ever seen in an anime.
Yeah, bro, that's Terraform Mars. I'm watching it.
Bro, you gotta watch it, dude. Like
I'm watching it.
It's fucking
for sure.
crazy. And have you ever seen damn, bro, I just now started watching this shit. It's like so I'm trying to explain it. It just came out. So these people get like a message to their cell phones, and if you press play on the game, like you're in the fucking
Darwin's game.
Yeah, Darwin's game.
That was dope,
bro. Have you watched that? Have you watched that?
That one was dope. Yeah, I finished that one. That was dope.
I
want them to make a two.
Dude, I haven't finished it yet.
That one was dope. Bro. There's this recent anime I just finished. It was like probably the best one I can think of, like in recent. Inuyashiki.
Bro, my homie Otaku got put me on that shit. Like
you finished it?
I haven't finished it. I watched like 2 episodes, bro, and like he sent me like clips of the anime, bro. Like I'm like, dude, this is the most, bro. This is honestly that
like one gets into morals and shit. Like that one starts like makes you like that one was like, damn, this one's legit.
Bro, he sent me like the video of the dude, like of like it was like a fucking old ass man and a kid in the bathtub and shit. And he fucking killed the dude, and then the dude fell on the kid in the back. I was like, bro, what the hell is going on?
Bro, nah, that one, I say the top 2 within like the last 3 years for me. I don't think I can think of the top 3, but top 2 would probably be that one, Inuyashiki, and Dororo.
Oh, dude. What is Dororo?
It's like he's just like a samurai, he's like a puppet with no soul, and like he like just slashes things. So like, and each monster he kills, he gets part of his soul back.
Oh,
but he was sacrificed as a boy. Like this takes place in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
So, like they're just like samurai. He was sacrificed as a baby to give good fucking good fortune and good waters and showers and wealth to the village.
Mm-hmm.
But the baby survived. So like each monster he killed, like he got part of his soul back, but would take like fortune and rain away from the village. And like so they were trying to stop him, but he was just like, nah, bro, y'all sacrificed me. Fuck y'all. It was just on some samurai shit. It gets deep. Those would be my top 2.
Yeah.
Last 3 years.
All right. So what you listen to? Like what music you what artists and like what music you listening to right now?
All right, bro. I'm actually a big I like to think of myself as like a hip hop enthusiast or a buff or whatever they call it, but definitely like if I had to give a top 5 current, it'd probably be Kendrick Lamar. 2 would be Isaiah Rashad. 3 is Saba. 4 is Vince Staples.
Yeah, Vince Staples fire.
Yeah, Vince Staples is fire. Then maybe 5 like shit, man. Maybe Future.
Yeah, Future's up. I'll put Future up there definitely. I'll put Future up there. He's fire too. Vince Staples is one of my favorite. He was like one of the first people I was listening to in high school because I found out about Vince Staples from listening to Odd Future and listening to Earl because I knew Earl and Vince Staples was cool with each other, and like he would feature on Earl's like old music, and I was like, dude, who's this dude Vince Staples fucking rapping his fucking ass off,
bro?
He was out rapping every any song he did with Earl, he out rapped him on it, and even Earl was like, dude, this dude is fire, like I can't even compete with him. It's crazy how fire he is,
bro. Vince Staples is easy one of my top 5.
Yeah, man. Do you like check out like the music scene in Chicago? Like how before COVID hit, like how was like that whole like the Chicago vibe and stuff and like the city and like how, what is that like? What is that vibe like, man? What was that vibe?
That vibe is just like late night CTA rides, finding like a low key spot, maybe like West Loop, like not where the towers are too high, like a medium height, like
Yeah.
some small low key stage, and just like some Chicago rappers just like trying to strut their stuff, like
Yeah.
get a following. It was dope because like shit was always popping off, like some low key event like that
Yeah.
every few now and then. And
Yeah.
then of course we got like people like Polo G, Saba. We had Juice WRLD, R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
Like
RPG World.
the Chicago rap scene was like
It was
live
lit.
and well. It was lit. It was
Yeah,
lit.
man. Is there like, I don't know if there's any like up and coming people out of Chicago that I know of. Like, I just wonder, like, because I feel like the one thing that the Chicago music scene is missing that Atlanta and like Detroit, LA, Florida is all missing.
Memphis.
Bro, Memphis, like all
Yeah,
that
man.
Chicago is missing is like the let's all put each other on. Like I
Hmm.
feel like everybody beefing with each other. I feel like everybody like beef with each other like a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Yeah.
How do you feel about like do you think that's like what the scene is like kind of?
Honestly, nah, that's a great ass point because like niggas in Atlanta be always putting each other on, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro. Like it's always
big,
like
bro. And like you
yeah.
don't see that in Chicago unless they're like actually like starting more up and coming.
Yeah,
But
people keep
like,
up with you if you're like on the bottom.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah, like I think
I
like
agree with that point. I can see that a little.
yeah, man. Like and like, cause like there's so much talent in Chicago that I've seen, and it's just like, hey, man, like ain't nobody like you live here, like ain't nobody like fucking with you, like like, and I'm just like, dude, you should like been like blown up. Like
Yeah, and then like they don't fuck with people in the suburbs too. Like the producers, like there's some
yeah,
like sick producers like that aren't Chicago, but like not Chicago, like get the influence, but like they want you to have that area code.
yeah, people,
So
yeah,
it even limits it. Like we're a pretty big city, but shit.
yeah, man,
I also can't speak for all of Chicago.
yeah. So what's like the type of like food that like was like being cooked in like the house like by your mom and stuff? Like what kind of food was being made, man? Like what like besides like the American food, like what
Yeah.
kind of what food you got from the homeland and stuff?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, man. Every time I go home, I get to get a good portion of some Niger meal. So we got the white rice, we got the stew with like beef and chicken, and like it's like a little spicy stew with like tomato base.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got beans, but like Niger beans, like you get like spices, chili, a lot of like it's always like spicy food. A lot of meat, man.
Yeah.
A lot of meat, goat meat, cow tongue, cow foot, like pig, not a chicken, like the whole chicken.
That's
Like a
wild.
lot.
That's
There's
crazy.
like plantain. It like looks like a banana, but it's not a banana. It's
Yeah.
plantain, and you fry that. There's like dodo and like pounded yam. It's like you get yam, you pound the yam, and you eat that. Like you take that, eat it with the stew. There's also this one thing called Gary. It's almost like a really fine wheat. So like you put it with water and like you put sugar on it, and it's like sugar, water, and Gary, like Gary sugar. It was like I don't even know how to describe it, but me and my brother would love that. Like I would drink that forever. Bro, goat is definitely the best thing. I remember one time like I had
what
a
does it taste like?
It's like almost like it's like meat, but maybe a little more tender, maybe a little more salty.
Is it
It's
red
so
or
natural.
is it like a red meat? Is it red or
It's red. It's red meat.
yeah, it's a red meat. Okay. What is cow tongue like, man? I've never had cow tongue. Like, what is that? What is that like? What does that taste like? Is it,
Bro, when I was a kid, like I was just like, I'm not eating cow tongue. Like, don't make me eat that because it sounded weird. And then one time, like I was just eating my rice and stew and beef like usual. My mom told me that's cow tongue, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. It kind of tastes like meat, maybe a little more tender, I guess. It still tastes like beef.
that's kind of like me with chitlins, bro. Like, cause my mom would make chitlins, and I'd be like, bro, I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. It smells bad. I'm not eating no fucking chitlins, dude. So like chitlins would smell so bad. Like, was there like a food that would be like cooked in the house that would like, man, like stop cooking it. It smells like it has like a certain like smell to it that you don't like. Like, was there ever like a food like that was being cooked?
Nah, I guess not.
Nah.
Honestly, I'm not picky. There's not a food in this world I don't dislike.
What?
Honestly, nah. I don't like olives, and I don't
Okay.
like raw onions. Only two
Uh,
things I don't like.
okay. All right. I agree with you on that. Like, I definitely won't eat a raw onion, and I don't fuck with olives either, bro. I'm very like I'm a super picky. I'm very picky, bro, about what I'm about what I'm eating.
Bro, my bro
um,
is the same way.
yeah. So, is your brother like venturing out into like the same thing that you're getting into? Like being a doctor. What is he, or is he taking like a different path? For like school. What is he?
Yeah,
What is?
he's definitely taking a different path. Right now he's got a major for communications, and what he
Mhm.
wants to do, he wants to be like the PR, like the management, like representative of a business, of whatever
Mm.
business, and that's what he's looking for.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like you guys, like so. What makes you like want to grind so hard, and like what drives you? Like this is just for people to like hear, man. Like what drives you, man? Like so people can like take that energy and like run with that shit, man. Because like when I see you like posting stuff, like I saw that picture with you and your brother and your mom. And like you were like saying like this is why I'm grinding and like stuff like that, like that stuff like motivates me, bro. I'll be like fucking like let's go. Like what drives you, man, to like want to be like successful?
Yeah, so I don't know. When I was young, just always just like watching these shows like Naruto and Aang, like these great people. I was like, yo, man, I want to do shit too.
Hell
And
yeah.
just like my family, just such a strong influence on me, just like go and be a doctor and just like so it's just it's a clash of like me being in my environment surrounded by my family, like propelling me like that. And
Mm-hmm.
just me having the personal drive to like watching all these here, like, yo, fuck it, let's go do something. So like
Yeah.
just like me just and like me having that power, that privilege, like, yo, I've been blessed. So like
Yeah.
let's do some good karma. Let's give back. Like, let's go
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like there's a lot like life is short, man.
Yeah.
Like I really think you just like you kind of die. So like the make the most of it and do what you can while you're still breathing, still
It's true.
pushing. Like you only get one life, want to make the best of it. Let's do it big.
Oh yeah. I fuck with that, man. Um, so so when you become a doctor, what is like the first things that you want to get? What's the first like like what's the first like materialistic item?
Materialistic
Yeah.
item,
What's the
yeah.
first thing you want to like? What's like one of the first things you want to cop, man? What's the first thing
Hell yeah, man. I've been low key, don't never had a car, so I am getting a Tesla, a black Tesla, red interior, butterfly doors.
Hell yeah.
Just got to.
Fire. That's fire. That's fire. Any like you want the Rolly? You gonna get the
Rolly, Rolly, I might cop a Rolly or
you might
two.
cop
Fuck
her.
it.
Man. What would be your ideal like if you had like an anime room? Like what would that be like? Like because I
Multiple
would
katanas,
oh,
multiple like handmade, handcrafted katanas in Japan. Like, run me, I looked at the price already. It's gonna cost like more than 5,000 to like get one custom made by an actual Japanese. And like, I would actually have to fly there because they don't ship them.
yeah.
You would like, they don't ship them out the country. You actually have to go there like to have it made. So I'm doing that, and I'm getting like at least three on some Zoro ish.
Hell yeah, dude. You got one of them out there? So can you like ship like because that's made of steel? Can you like put that on a plane?
You have to like give precautions and like put it in like under the hatch, and you have to like tell them it's a sword, and you
Oh
can't
shit,
ship out more than three at a time. I look like you cannot ship out more than three swords from Japan at a time with you.
that's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's
Japan has a
interesting.
lot of dope places.
It is. My mom and me were actually going to Japan last December for Christmas.
You guys went there,
Yeah, just my mom and I just
dude. How
random
was that?
trip. But like my mom works in United Airlines, so like she gets discounted trips. So like before all that, she loves flying, loved traveling. So we just went to Japan for Christmas, man. And that place is like one of the most like respectful places ever. Like the culture is so
Yeah.
nice. Like the most used word over there is arigato gozaimasu. Like everyone
Mm-hmm.
just says thanks you and bows. Like didn't get any weird stares. Like I think I'm more like stared at in southern states some places than like I was in Japan. It was all cleanly too. Like all the railings were clean. Like if people were sick, they would just wear masks. Like That's part of the reason why their cases are so low today.
Yeah, that's like another thing I noticed. Like they've been rocking the mask. Whenever like someone was sick, they would just wear a mask. And I was just like, I mean, Japan been doing it, so I don't even think that they would be tripping over this stuff. Like they just like, oh, we already know what to do. Like,
Yeah,
like we are.
damn. And then we are just still protesting over here, bro. These niggas broke into the Capitol, bro. What is with that, bro?
Bro, that shit is the most wild.
Capitol.
Bro, that's the most wild shit I've ever seen.
What the fuck, bro? The capital of the United States of America, bro. What the fuck, bro?
I know, like, I never thought that this would like happen, I don't know, man. Like, this stuff seems like a fucking like scripted fake movie. Like, I don't even like. I'll be watching this shit. I'm like, bro, is this shit real? I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
I got niggas, like, I got friends that were tear gassed and rubber bulleted for less this summer, bro. At peaceful, like, fucking protests.
In Chicago?
Yeah, bro. My girlfriend was at a protest, just a peaceful one. And she got tear gassed with her friends, bro.
Bro, that is fucking wild.
Like, in the summer, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, that shit is wild, bro. I remember like watching like those videos and shit and seeing people get shot with rubber bullets and stuff. I was like, nigga, I ain't
I follow a dude on Twitter that lost his eye just for some like trying to hold his friend back.
I seen that shit. I was like, bro, imagine getting shot in the eye with a rubber bullet, bro.
Bro, the police were letting them in on that. Like, bro,
I know y'all seen the video. They was just like,
bro. Why would they like hurt their coworkers and friends, bro? Like,
bro, like honestly, dude, that's why I feel like all this shit is like, like this shit don't even seem like, it just seems like it's all I don't know what the fuck.
It's crazy. Trump tweeted about this 4 like days ago, like, yo, meet us at DC. And when niggas like showed up like at a peaceful protest across the street at the Lincoln Monument, they brought out the National Guard.
Bro, this shit is crazy. What were you thinking when like, all right, so let's go back to the summer. What was going through your head when all the riots and shit and like the stores were getting looted, people were getting tear gassed and stuff? Like, what was going like through your head when you were like being like living in the city and seeing that shit? Like, what was that?
Bro, it was honestly an interesting experience during all that. Because it was my step period. So I was studying for that big test.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, I wasn't even living in the city. I actually went back home with my mom and my little brother, and I just was studying for the test. So like everything I was seeing was just what I was seeing on Twitter and the news, like people like actually at the protest and like the shit they were like just putting on their Snapchat and shit.
Bro, that shit was crazy, man. Like, when I was seeing that shit, bro, when I was seeing people going through the stores, bro, I was like, bro, niggas is bold. I'm like, shit.
But niggas is bold. I was like, let it burn, low key.
Like, I was like, damn, dude. Like, honestly, I wish I would have fucking grabbed the MacBook out that motherfucker.
It's just like shit, bro. But like, honestly, I always said this. Like, I even like, whenever we like talk about this, I'm like, bro, this is all symptoms of like white supremacy and just like capitalism, because like this was a pandemic that was happening. Like people, like you look at COVID and like you look at all this and like Black people had a 40% death rate. Like this is because like there's no health care. So like all of this shit is shutting down. Businesses are closing, and like you still aren't awarding these people food. Like these people aren't like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
it was like jobs were lower than like it was just symptoms. And like the killing of George Floyd was just the tip of the iceberg. When that happened, all those symptoms just overflew, and like you just couldn't take it no more. Like history shows this. Yeah. Riots happen when people are down. Like this is not out of the norm. Like history shows this. Like
it happened with Rodney King, bro, in the LA riots, bro. Like because like they was filming Rodney King getting killed, and like everybody went crazy in LA. And like now you see like George Floyd getting like filmed. I'm like, bro, like one of the things like I feel like we haven't learned is that like when you see someone being like killed, I feel like instead of recording it, we should try to stop that from happening.
Oh my God.
Like, that's like one of the things I like because I'm a person of like action. If I see something wrong, I'm like, bro, we gotta stop this shit because this shit's getting out of hand. But because then when shit gets out of hand, we get shit like this that starts happening, bro. And I feel like social media is like one of the like, because like now you got like CNN and shit talking about some George Floyd was like a cultural like it was like a cultural some
movement
or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, like no, this ain't got like this is This is about how y'all need to stop fucking with niggas. Y'all need to leave us the fuck alone. Because what's going to happen is this shit's going to just keep on re-happening over and over and over again if we don't fucking fix this shit. And it just seems like this shit is just getting worse right now. Like, I hope it gets better, but like right now, it just seems like there's just too much division. There's like the mainstream media and stuff like that. Like they're not really saying what black people want to like, like CNN and like Fox News and like all these other like they act like they talk for the people and they not letting actual people like talk. They're like letting these people like get a script, tell us how we should feel about some shit. And I feel like we need to have more discussions like this. So so people that live like everyday lives, like you're about to be a doctor, like you're like living like the dream, like you're like I'm doing my thing, and like we live real life, and like we see this shit. Like they like people that like make millions of dollars to talk on the fucking news. They don't got to deal with the shit that we got to deal with every day. Like
people everyday shit. Like they forget like they're so out of touch with reality.
Yeah, it's just out of touch. Like I'm just like, dude, like you telling me like what I feel, but you don't know how I feel, because at the end of the day, you getting cut a check just like all these governors and these mayors and shit. Like they still making money, and like and they just telling us like, oh, here's $600. Oh, here like
bro, fucking Mitch McConnell. Like, yeah. Kentucky is one of the poorest countries in the world. He has not missed a single paycheck this whole entire pandemic.
Yeah, bro.
Makes over 100,000 salary and wanna says no to people getting 2,000. Well, like, what? Who the fuck is you? How can one person just say no to that? What?
Bro, and it's so crazy how like these career politicians live in $1 million houses, and they like try to like tell us like how to be morally or like politically like correct with shit. And I'm just like, bro, you are the epitome of like not political correctness. Like you are profiting off the like of people that like suffer. You profit off of that. Like when we're paying taxes and like and you just you take the money and you buy $1 million house. Like you're supposed to be making like not even 100. I don't even know if these people are supposed to make $100,000. I don't even think.
Oh man.
I don't even think you should make $100,000 if you're a senator or whatever. You work for the people. You don't work for yourself. Like at the end of the day, that's how I feel about that shit, man. I don't think politicians should be making over $100,000. I don't think they should be selling merch. I don't like this shit. Now y'all ain't rappers, bro. Like y'all ain't
what?
Like what the fuck is y'all doing, man? Y'all ain't supposed to be selling no damn merch. Like y'all ain't supposed to be like making $100,000s and fucking buying mansions and shit. Y'all need to be working for the people and making sure everybody in the community is good, man. Like how do you feel about like the like Chicago like politically and like what you see, like because I see like a lot, like whenever I go there, man, I see a lot of homeless. And like I remember the first time I actually like walked around like Chicago. I went to Lala, and I didn't really realize how bad like the home situation was. I walked under this bridge. I don't remember what it was, what bridge it was, but I remember seeing a homeless person shoot up heroin right in front of me, and like that was like the most wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. I was like, bro, what? I was like, is this like what? Is this normal? Like, cause like I've never like, cause I'm from Peoria, and it's a smaller city, and like you don't usually like see shit like that. And like, I mean, unless you live on the South End. I don't live on the South End of Peoria, but yeah, man, like I've never like seen like I walked under this bridge, and I just see homeless people just lined up like under the bridge, and I'm just like, bro, what like how are people just walking past like all these people and like not trying to like fix the situation? Like how do you feel about like the whole like like how people are treated in Chicago? Like how do you feel about that, man?
Well, I feel like unfortunately with any large major city, people will flock there. Like places in Miami, LA, if you visit there, like they all have bad homeless problems. Mm-hmm. But how we handle the homeless situation, I don't know. I feel in a way people get desensitized to it because there's so much like you just walk past it, like you're just trying to be about your way. Mm-hmm. Of course, everyone like donates here and there, but like to tackle the homeless situation, I feel like we'd have to do it like on a systemic level.
Yeah,
I think that would like have to start with like the people would have to believe that housing should be a human right.
Yeah,
and things like that. I guess just get called radical in our country.
Mm-hmm. Are there like centers where people can like get like rehabilitation and like get like get like get back in the rhythm of like getting a job, making money and stuff like that? Are those like things available to people? Like,
Yeah, that's a good question. There are places like that. There's a lot of homeless shelters on that. They'll like house you for like 6 months. They'd be
mm-hmm,
large detention centers. I don't know how they are now with COVID, but like before, there's two times like where like I was interacting with that. Like one time when I used to do research in the ER in UIC's ER in undergrad,
mm-hmm,
like I would always like have to call, like we were in a study like just seeing how high blood pressure affects people, and like a lot of our patients were homeless people because it was like but like I would always have to call like homeless centers, and like sometimes they would be there, sometimes they weren't. Rush even has a program where like the medical students come to a homeless center and they just like give checkups on them, and they
mm-hmm.
just give them medical health. So there's definitely centers in Chicago that are trying, and
That's
a lot
good.
of the time it is from those on the ground organizations.
Yeah. And like speaking of like high blood pressure, like how does that like because like I know my mother used to date a guy that had like high blood pressure like issues and things like that. I know that like even like affects people like and, like when homeless people can't even get like insulin shots and stuff like that. I know that makes people go like they forget where they fucking at sometimes. They just be walking around like they just don't know what the fuck is going on, and that's kind of like crazy because like people can't get insulin shots like if you're homeless and you can't afford that stuff, and so like and sometimes people just need an insulin shot and they just look like they fucking crazy and they just walking around not knowing what the hell's going on, and all they need is like just the simple medication, like and it's just sad that people can't even get that. And like anytime I go to Chicago, just because like I don't really like see homeless people like where I'm at. I always give money like anytime I'm there. I'm just like, damn man, like I couldn't even imagine like the winter out there like in Chicago being homeless. Like that shit is because it's cold as fuck like out there, bro. Especially when you buy that water. But yeah, man, like that's pretty dope that like that Rush does that. Like because when I was a kid, like my mom always like had me like um like giving back and stuff. Like I used to like do like this program called Adopt a Block with Southside Mission, and we just cleaned up like this like places in like the TAF homes and stuff like that. Gave turkeys and shit, and like I used to like go to like this place called the Carver Center where kids that lived in that area. I used to like help them out and stuff, and help like with basketball stuff. Like I wasn't like no fucking ref or anything like that because I'm not that well, but like I don't know how to call a foul in basketball. Like like I used to just be like, hey, stop running. Like I was just like a little like like mini teacher and shit out there. Like, but I definitely fuck with like giving back and stuff. My mom raised me that way, and that's just like a really good thing to hear. That you guys are doing that out there for people. So what do you think? How do you think this all pans out in the future? How do you think this all goes? How do you think this all ends?
COVID.
COVID, uh, politics. Like, how do you think? Like, how do you
Okay,
think,
from the
everything is
politics area.
from COVID to
And
politics to how we all unite? How do you think this all ends?
okay, to how we all unite. So me and you are probably maybe like 80. Some of us are dead, and these new generations are just new world order. When all the
Yeah,
old people are dead, long
yeah,
gone. Maybe when you and I are dead, maybe.
yeah.
Because these young people, bro, they're good, man. I think they're just becoming more and more better. I think as humans, we keep evolving to be more and more social creatures as we have over the years,
Mm-hmm.
as we keep being more conscious of our neighbors, as we keep more thinking. That's why everyone says it's a PC culture, and
Mm-hmm.
why we have evolved from like being really mean. It's just like we just keep being more social because that's what we're designed as animals, are social creatures. So I think as we keep going, hopefully we'll be okay.
Yeah,
Maybe when you and I are done.
yeah. So you think it takes? You think it's gonna take that long?
Yeah, man. I think our generation is like we're the ones like that actually like I think we started it. Like literally, I think with our generation, I think maybe with George Floyd, we like literally started the fight. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like at least in like the new age, like from of course like segregation to like I think from segregation, this is the now next step
Mm-hmm. Okay.
where we can finally like we are finally making ourselves known, and like even the ones who weren't, we're trying to be completely oblivious before. I think
Act like it doesn't happen.
yeah, like act like it doesn't. Like I think there's no way they can do that, and
Yeah.
that is us. That's the first step for us. I think we are the ones who are shaking the table.
Yeah. So after you graduate and become a doctor, do you see yourself still living in Chicago, and do you still see that, or do you see yourself moving somewhere else and like starting a whole new life?
Yeah, so definitely for residency, like so after I graduate medical school, I do like residency. So like I'm a doctor, but like before I make any of my final decisions, I have to like check it by the head doctor, the attending. So I'm a resident, like their first year resident is called the internship. You at least get paid for residency. So I get like 3 to 4 years of residency and before I become an attending. So those 3 years, I definitely want to move somewhere like hot and tea, maybe like Miami, Dallas, LA. But I definitely, as an attending, when I want to put my actual feet on the ground, definitely coming back to Chicago.
Yeah. So at a residence, do you like do you live in the place or like?
Yeah, you definitely got to live close because you'll be working there as a doctor.
Yeah.
Like you'll be on a team with other like higher residents and like doctors, head doctors.
Yeah, because I don't know if like that shit is like the TV shows, bro. Because I remember I saw this TV show and like the dude graduated and he became a doctor and like he was living in the medical like he was like sleeping in they had like bunk beds and shit in there like in the medical like place. Not Scrubs. I forgot what the fucking TV show was, bro. But like, is that only for like overnight? Like when you're working like like 12-hour shifts and shit? Like, is that like
yeah?
The bed?
Yeah, it's basically if you work a 12-hour shift and it's really slow, you can like go take a nap if you want.
Cause I was like, bro, they supplying the. I was like, you can live in it. Like it's lit being a doctor shit. All right, man. All right, so we're gonna end with this, bro. Top 5 anime baddies, bro. Who your
anime
top 5
baddies? This is what we doing.
Yeah, bro, that's what we doing.
All right. Give me like 30 seconds because this is not on the.
I'm gonna give you mine.
Okay.
Give you mine.
Okay, yeah, you go. You go first.
All right. Nami, Nico, Robin, Boma, Tsunade. Who's that girl on Bleach? And she helps out Captain. She be messing with Captain Hikigaya.
With the guy with the ice?
Yeah. Okay, that girl.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's my top. That's my top 5 right there.
Okay. All right, damn. For Naruto, for mine, number 1 would be Akame from Akame Got Killed. 2 would be Esdeath. 3 would be I think her name Rias. Let's see, 4. Let's go Robin. And then 5, Hinata.
Hey, that's fire.
That's 5.
That's fire.
That's 5.
All right, man. Thank you for hopping on the show, man. I appreciate it, man. Any other final things, man? You want to plug any of your Twitter, Instagram, or anything like that, man?
Hey, I'll plug my Twitter. You can hit me at the _ Boy. Wait. Actually, just O-block, my Twitter handle.
Hey, O-block. All right, man. Thank you for hopping on the show, man. Peace.